Always part of the coffee each and every time. That is the Psycho promise. Look what I got. White Castle mug. Oh, I love me some White Castles. I ended up picking this up, well, from the White Castle in Eureka, Missouri is when I got this coffee mug back about a few years back, pre-COVID. It seems like nowadays they're trying to make, all these places are making you go to the online store, and they rarely ever have anything. So yeah, I know there's not going to be many of you guys tonight, and that's perfectly fine. It is New Year's Eve, and hopefully everybody is out celebrating safely, imbibing safely, and all that other shit. This pretty much, basically, I just was going to let you know that, like my title says, goodbye VC 2023, and we all hope we get a really great 2024 because, God, we need it, right? Every one of us in our lives. You know what? I'll tell you something. You're not alone, okay? Psycho's always here for you. As long as I'm alive, as long as I'm drawing breath, as long as coffee keeps being made, and as long as there's a StreamYard and a YouTube, I will be here. Now, I could really sing really badly, no talent, hack Bon Jovi, to something really bad like, I'll be there, but I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't subject you people to oral punishment. That's A-U-R-A-L, not O-R-A-L. Just thought I'd tell you. Oh boy, that didn't sound right. Anyways, if you're hearing something, my coffee maker's going, you see, because I have to have it. Maxwell House, by the way. Good to the last drop. Just like me, that's what I tell my girlfriends. That was it. That was inappropriate. I don't care. No, I'm not drinking. I haven't had liquor in a couple years. I don't know. I just never did. But this is a very short broadcast, like maybe 30 minutes, just because I know everybody's got things to do, But I've got a few finds. I actually do have some brand new. I've got a couple 45s I'll show you. I've got a book find, and I have a strange CD find, especially if you are a big Star Trek fan. You might get a kick out of this. This here probably, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I'll show that last. But the few 45s that I managed to pick up from 1968, from Eternity's Children on Tower, Mrs. Bluebird and Little Boy. Okay, I saw a picture of Eternity's Children. They started out roughly around 1967 on Capitol. Okay, now Tower I know is a Capitol subsidiary. And then in 70, they cut a 45 for Philips International, if I remember correctly. And that was the end of it. They looked like they were trying to do a Mama's Papa's things. 2 guys, 2 girls, in a cup. No, I'm kidding. Ooh, gross. But I think I showed a few episodes back a similar type group called the Collage, which there was 2 guys, 2 girls, and they were trying to do the Mama and Papa sound. All right. I think this one's pretty cool. You a big fan of ELO? I am, especially 70s ELO. I'd say from the first album to Time, although I do like Secret Messages, but it's just a little off. Look at you. Once again, the Psycho Award goes to... You know what, Mick? It's great to see you, but you must be bored. No, I'm teasing. I just got home from work. I was at Wall Hell all day. It was busy. Oh, was it busy? Until like 7 o'clock. Then it finally died. So I only ever heard about these things. I had a green 45 with a picture sleeve of Telephone Line many years ago. I think I still have it. Hi, Dwayne. How you doing? Hi, Victor. Like I said, very short show today. We're only going to do about a half an hour. I just wanted to wish everybody a Happy New Year. But So, like I said, for ELO, I had telephone line and a green vinyl and a picture sleeve. Well, now I don't know if you can ever see this very well in the light, but I got, this is purple, translucent purple. See, you can see through it. Sweet Talking Woman. This is cool, and you know what? It looks, I'm gonna say about VG plus, maybe VG plus. Near minty on the Sweet Talking side, and Fire on High's in here. God, I love that song. That is a kick-ass instrumental for ELO. I remember when I was growing up, speaking of, that, if I remember correctly, I think that they used it for like an Evel Knievel clip. And that just even made it more awesome. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, look at that. We got that. Good old Walrus Gumboot. Hi, Happy New Year, gentlemen. That's right. Hopefully we get plenty of more great music in 2024. Ain't that the truth? And I hope so, too. But, yeah, so this is going to be great. I love Fire on High. That's got to be one of my favorite ELO tracks. All right, Walrus Gumboot. Hello. Now, everybody, of course, knows I'm a Monkees fan. But, this is a really clean copy of this. And that's the reason. I know, right? I'm telling you. And here's the thing, though, okay, if Roy Wood didn't leave, so he was on the first album, and I think 2 tracks on the second album, what if Roy Wood never left? That would have definitely changed the dynamic of things, wouldn't have? The orchestra's still around, but, there's a bunch of deceased ELO members now. Yeah. Sweet Talking, no, they're after something, yes. Oh, God, what was... Evil Woman, ELO for... Austin Powers 3, in the middle, where Dr. Evil is making out with Frau, but in reality, Frau is tonguing him the key. Boy, that was twisted, wasn't it? But I'm like, that made me laugh, that whole scene. But, so, this is probably the cleanest copy that I have ever found of the Monkees, A Little Bit Me, A Little Bit You. This is very near minty, definitely, for a fact. Now, if you're a Monkees fan, here's the thing, right? So, I don't know why this is the case, but all the 45s except this Little Bit Me, Little Bit You, Girl I Knew Somewhere, United States release, I would love to find an original red RCA Victor Canadian 45 where it is Little Bit Me, Little Bit You, She Hangs Out. I would love to have, and that's the first version of She Hangs Out, by the way. I've never come across one, but I would love one. If anybody's got one for sale, cheap. But back to my thing. So, Monkees 45s, okay, except for Little Bit Me, Little Bit You, were all, for promos, were either white label promos or yellow, okay? I've seen both. In this case, though, and I don't know why, now it doesn't have it here, but right around, it's like kind of sneaky. You almost have to look for it, but it says, not this one, but I mean, it'll say, this is the regular stock label, but it'll say a promotional copy not for sale in very teeny tiny letters, all right? So just to let you know, if you collect Monkees, that, you could be missing you'd be like, oh, I got that one before, but it could be a promo, see? So that's why I'm telling you. You know what? You're right. The Monkees are great. Both sides of this is great. Just even having Nez on a B-side at that time frame, it's a wonderful 45. You get your Davey and Mickey fix, and then you got Mike in there, and it's wonderful. 45s are the best. They are. So that was number 3. Number 4 is going to be very strange. Now, this was... I was with a friend of mine when I bought these, and I started laughing when I came across this. This is going to be a 1963 rockabilly single. Oh, yes. Never heard of this dude before on Pedal Records. Stan Beaver. Yeah, I said Beaver, but I'm not done yet. I got a rocket in my pocket. White label promo. I got a rocket in my pocket. Go listen to it on YouTube. It's funny. Now, I'm going to tell you this, that that's the B side. The A side, I cannot say the title. I'm not going to because I could get flagged, but I'm going to show it to you. They had it on YouTube, this one I'm going to show you, but they took it off, and I'm not sure why. Could be the title. That's your A side. I'm not saying it, okay? But that's the A side to Stan Beaver white label promo. So that's the 45s. Me and a cousin of mine, come on, put 20 now. Me and a cousin of mine went into a radio station's open house once. Oh, I bet. Okay. I only have one story when it comes to that kind of stuff. All right? So, back when I was married to the first wife, so we're talking eons ago. We are talking around towards the like 80, maybe 87, 88. All right, for the sake of this story here. So, her uncle, one of her uncles, lived in Effingham, Illinois. I said Effingham. And we took a trip down there. We spent the whole day. I think we even spent it overnight there. And the uncle was a really nice dude, okay? Well, he goes and he says to me, "So, I heard you collect records." "Yes, sir." "Well, come with me." Well, I figured he was going to show me his music room. No. He opened up a closet door, a walk-in closet. Oh, God, this thing went, nice size walk-in closet. Here's the fun. Stuffed with 45s. Stuffed. Like I would say 75-80% of that walk-in closet was chock full of 45s. Some were sleeved, some weren't. And I'm going, oh my, that's what I said. You know what he said to me? Go through them. Have a cup of, I'll get you a cup of coffee. You go through them. And whatever you find, it's yours. I'm going, holy shit. Seriously, that's what, I didn't say that out loud to him, but that's what I was like, I was thinking then. I'm like, holy shit. So here's the story. He told me 50% of what was in the walk-in closet came from one radio station in Effingham. He was a garbage man. They were putting boxes and boxes of 45s out on their front lawn, right by the curb. He made multiple trips that day, and from his knowledge, he saved most of them, if not all of those 45s. Boy, what I found. How you doing? Good to see you. Like I said, very short thing today, due to being New Year's Eve. So I found white label Motown. I found Beach Boys promos. No Beatle promos, amazingly enough, but Beach Boys promos, okay? I did find a Beatles on VJ. You know, don't ask me which one, but I'm like, but these were in relatively nice shape. They did not look pretty abused. I was pretty happy about that. Do I have any of them left? Very little. I don't know what happened. I'm thinking, you know, it's one of two things. When I moved once, some of them magically disappeared. When I moved a second time, I tried. You know, I didn't want to put them in an outdoor storage. I tried boxing them. I'd say maybe 25% of my 45s got warped. And I tried the best I could, you know, to get them not to stay in that storage unit very long. And they didn't. They were only in there a week. That's all it took. I was so mad. What music were your parents listening to? Glenn, that's a good question. So my mom and dad, and we're talking about Jerry, my dad, since I was 9. I'll tell you a little bit about my biological dad. My biological dad, go figure, was a huge Bob Dylan fan. Now, this was back when I was born in 67. but he was huge into Bob Dylan, okay? And I didn't know anything about Bob Dylan until probably about, 1974, because I bought that Knockin' on Heaven's Door 45 because I loved the way it sounded. That was the first time I heard from my mother, oh God, it's Dylan. Then she told me the story later, not right away, as to why she couldn't stand Bob Dylan, because it brought memories of my biological dad, Hal. So I like Dylan, and I came across him on my own. But I found out a little secret weapon. When my parents, especially my mother, went off and did something, I was a little pissed, I put on a Dylan record and I put it at least at half volume. She didn't know I was just listening to it, or was I punishing her? Could have been a little of both. But that was my biological dad. Now, Jerry, my deceased dad, pretty much, he was a big Janis Joplin fan. He really, really was. I bought him some Janis records over the years. He did like, hi, Maris. You know what? I got your email. Thank you so much. And Happy New Year to you, too. I saw the last couple videos you did. Pretty clever. I like them. So Happy New Year to you, too. This is a very short broadcast today, Maris. But thank you for responding back on the email. So let's see. Janis Joplin. He liked Ricky Lee Jones. I found whatever the album Chucky's in Love. I found that on there. He liked late 50s, early 60s Elvis, but like after Blue Hawaii, that was like, or was it Blue Hawaii? Yeah, Blue Hawaii. He didn't get any more Elvis records anymore after that. And then let's see, what else? Oh shit, I think that's about it for him. Now my mother, on the other hand, boy, was she into all kinds of things. One of my late uncles thought that Peter, Paul, and Mary wrote Blowing in the Wind. Right? I could see that. Same thing for I'm peeing on a jet plane. That's how I sing it, by the way, which is John Denver, a.k.a. John Dusseldorf. But yeah, I'm peeing on a jet plane. I'm horrible. But, so let's see. My mother liked Peter, Paul, and Mary, come to think. Oh, I remember now. Jerry was a big Irish Rovers fan. He had not only the Unicorn album, he had other ones too, because they put out a handful of records. He was Irish. He was Irish, I'm telling you. So yeah, and then Mom, she loved Stevie Wonder. Oh man, did she like? She liked Motown. Okay, I would go through her collection. She had, I would say, just about every Stevie Wonder album from like the mid '60s all the way to about Hotter Than July. That's how I ended up. I like Hotter Than July. That one did not get enough love. Master Blaster, I love that whole reggae thing he did. I love that stuff. Wow, I'm surprised about that, Dwayne. I really am. Because, Bobby's been around since 61. This old man, Daddy won't give yourself a bone. I'm horrible. Tangled up in blue. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Dylan, like you've never heard him before. It's the Dial a Dylan line. 1-900-555-DYLAN. I know the numbers don't match up. Where he'll go off and do... Is this Bob? Yes, what do you want? It doesn't matter what time of day he answers it. Yes, what do you want? Can you recite the A section of the phone book? Yeah, it's $1.99 a minute. Oh God, oh that'd be scary, wouldn't it? God. So yeah, Mom liked Motown. She liked Stevie Wonder. She liked Marvin Gaye. She liked the Temptations, Four Tops. She liked all that stuff. Seriously, she liked a little bit of Rolling Stones, little bit. James Taylor, she had a few James Taylor albums. She's got, like, she puts on the 70s channel on her, you know how you get cable and you can listen to all these music channels? She'll play the 70s channel. My dad would play ABBA, Boney M, Casey and the Sunshine Band, and Bette Midler and his Pontiac while driving around. I can see that happening. I can. But was it on 8-track? That's what was going. Could you imagine that, ABBA on 8-track? You get, okay, here's a true fact to it. I really can't stand ABBA very much. And you know what my favorite song is? No, it's not Dancing Queen, although I can put up with Dancing Queen. And no, it's not Waterloo. I hate Waterloo. It's SOS. I love SOS. Why a rock band, a punk band has not tried to cover that song now surprises the shit out of me, because I think it could be a hit. It could be a hit in the 2020s. Come to think of it, my God, Waterloo will be 50 years in 2024. 50 years! Now, saying that on a record collecting standpoint, ABBA did not start on Atlantic Records in the United States. They actually had a couple 45s in late 72 to late 73 on Playboy Records. That's right. Me and my friend Scott from Capron, Illinois, we were discussing about the Playboy Records catalog and how he was happy to get those Barbie Bentons that he found and some Mickey Gillies, which I told him that I had that Mickey Gilly autograph for him. He's very happy about that. That's the only decent song they got. I am not really a fan of disco music. To each their own. It depends on what it is, okay? All right, I was discussing with my supervisor. We were talking about 60s and 70s and early 80s R&B, soul, and disco. And one of my favorites, if we're going to go disco, I have a promo 12-inch, I said 12-inch, promo 12-inch of Hot Chocolate's Everyone's a Winner. I love that fucking song. And right in the middle, there's like, all it is the disco part is you got keyboards and like 4 on the floor drums. That's what it is. And then it takes a while, and then it goes right back into the damn song, and I'm like, with the do. I love it. I love it. See, I'd rather listen to Everyone's a Winner than You Sexy Thing. I mean, just because I like it. Groovy Lisa, Happy New Year, and everyone else, Happy New Year to you too, Lisa. Lisa, yes. Hopefully a better 2024. Dave, hope you don't make it another time. Happy New Year, one and all, best in 2024. That's right. And I agree with the person earlier. I hope there's some really good music coming out 2024, new and old, unreleased. I love me some disco, depends on the song. Let's see, what's another one I like? I actually like Amy Stewart's Knock on Wood. I don't know why, because I mean, I know that, you're talking from Atlantic, the mid-60s. Oh, God, what the hell was his name? Eddie Floyd. Eddie Floyd did Knock on Wood. Oh, hang on a minute. Here comes the bad Don Cornelius impression. Shit. Hello, everybody. This is Don Cornelius, and we've got up on this episode, we've got the Whispers. We happen to have Triangle Sally. If you watch SNL, you're going to know what I'm talking about. We happen to have Peaches and Herb, and we have ourselves Confunction, along with a special video from Cool and the Gang right here on Soul Train. No, I'm not drunk yet. I wish I was. I want to go to visit Chicago for longer. I want to see blues clubs and check out the Polish food. Oh, the Polish food's tasty. It's been a long time since I had some, though. My maternal granddad used to live and work in Chicago after coming from Poland in the early 1900s. Now, part of my heritage on my mom's side is Polish. Warsaw, Poland, and on the German side, Bonn, Germany. That's where there is an ABBA tribute band that does their song. Oh, God. That'd be funny. That would be funny. Hi, Lisa. Groovy Lisa. Hello. Then you got rock bands that try to go disco, aka Rolling Stones' Miss You, which I actually like. Miss You. I like the whole Some Girls album, period. I love that stuff. Grateful Dead, Shakedown Street, produced by old Georgia Littlefeet. I love that song. That is like a guilty pleasure for me. Seriously, is that Grateful Dead song, Shakedown Street. I just like the way it goes, you know, and it's just you telling me this town's got no heart. I never said I could sing, remember that. That's right. Oh, do we want to bring that up? I guess for 2 seconds. I was made for loving you, baby. Emotional Rescue. I am your knight in shining armor. What a hokey fucking song. She's So Cold. I love that. Isn't that on there? I'm so hot for her. I'm so hot for her, but she's so cold. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. As far as for the Kiss Dynasty record, okay? I mean, I Was Made for Loving You is okay. But I'd rather listen to Sure Know Something. That is a better track to me out of the singles that came out. What the hell? Even Dirty Living from Peter, the only Peter track. I said Peter. You know, it's just kind of too fucking bad the way shit went down with him back then. Yeah, you see, what the hell else is off of that album other than Emotional Rescue and She's So Cold? There's another one that came off of there, I know that, but I can't remember right now. I did get to see, though, speaking of Miss You, there used to be a blues bar in Crystal Lake, Illinois called Porter's Oyster Bar. Yeah, they'd serve oyster, fried and steamed and whatever, whole and whatever. I said whole. But they also had a nice stage. Sugar Blue played there one night, and I got to see his show, and he played Miss You. I mean, I'm like, oh, wow, you know, I thought that was awesome. Down in the Hole. See, now I'm thinking of Alice in Chains, isn't that? Down in the, where the boys go, let me go. Indian Girl. Mexican Girl, All About You, Dance Part 1. Right, I remember Dance Part 1. That is disco. That definitely is disco. I forgot about dance. Let's see. Before I forget, here's some other little finds. Now, I showed this on Mayo's channel, I think yesterday or the day before. But this here, I found it for $1.99 at Goodwill. All right, now I'm sorry, there's no dust jacket, and unfortunately, it is a library copy, which, God, there's really no way about. This came from Frankfort, Arkansas. John Lennon, skywriting by word of mouth. Now, of course, here it says withdrawn. I could probably get this thing removed. I'm just not sure how, but I'll have to be very careful with it. But the condition of the book otherwise is pretty good. This is only, I just wish the dust cover was there, but if you think I was going to let that sit there for $1.99, sadly mistaken. And then if you're a Star Trek fan, you're going to like this next bit. I went to a resale shop. I really did not like the prices of the records. They kind of pissed me off in a way, but they had 50-cent CDs, and I found this halfway in the pile. I said pile. So this is from 2005. Okay, so I know this is going to sound real weird. Enterprise Blues Band. Enterprise Blues Band. Now, excuse me, as you can see, this is autographed. It is. And it also goes off and, you know, yeah, the inner tray has nothing specific, but it just shows the credits, okay? So let me tell you who's on this thing. That all 6 people autographed this thing. So some of them are actors, some of them were behind the scenes people, and only one of the 6 are dead. One of them died in 2020 due to COVID. But we have Vaughn Armstrong, Casey Biggs, Steve Lankin, Richard Hurd. Now that name may sound familiar to you. If you remember watching in 1984, he was in that. He was a big one. Richard Hurd is probably the most recognizable out of the 6 that are in here, okay? William Jones and Ronald P. Moore. Now, it's an EP pretty much, but you got Enterprise Blues, Trekkie Decky, Red Shirt Boogie Blues, oh my God, Traveling Through Space, Star Trek Woman Jones, Enterprising On, and Get Me to the Holodeck. That's right, all signed by all 6 people. And, they vary, okay? Nobody from the original series is on here, but you got people from Next Gen, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, I think is what you got. So kind of interesting, I thought, for 50 cents. Couldn't pass that up. I can't believe it still sat there and why nobody else got it. See, I look for weird shit like that all the time, including the rocket in my pocket. It's actually really good. I thought it was maybe going to be country or blues. Like I said, it was rockabilly. It's a cooker. Go listen to it on YouTube. It's a cooker. All right. Like I said, I knew this was going to be a short thing, but I want to tell you guys something, okay? You guys have meant the world to me this year. And you know what's really funny? In February, okay, mid-February, we will celebrate the 13th anniversary of Psycho's Platters. I've been here 13 years on YouTube. My God, it has been a long time. And by the way, guys, in case you're keeping score, this is actually episode 699. Yes. Unfortunately, I wanted to get the Shags, the Jukebox from Hell, episode 30. I'm going to let you guys know something right now. There is so much here. This is going to be maybe the only episode, or it might be a while. We're going to split this into 2 parts for the Shags, because I couldn't get over some of the stuff I saw and some of the stuff I heard and some of the stuff I read. And I'm just going, it has to be explored. It has to be. So that Shags will be a 2-part episode for episode 30. Happy New Year. Hi, Rick. Happy New Year, all. We're getting it on with early air. Oh, nice. Early Airplane, Big Brother, Quicksilver, and a bit of Blotter Sunshine. And don't forget to have another hit of fresh air. See what I did? Early Airplane. So are we talking like really early, like Signa Anderson and Skip Spence Airplane from 66, Jefferson Airplane Takes Off? I have a copy of that, and I also, I think mine's in mono, and I have a mono surrealistic pillow, courtesy of my friend Doug Fields. And boy, does it sound great. It looks a little rough, but it plays nice. Yes, I am staying safe. I'm not going anywhere. In fact, I hate to say this. I'm waiting for the fireworks, believe it or not. It will happen. They do that shit around here. But usually they don't. It doesn't go on very long anyway. And as far as for Quicksilver is concerned, so this is funny in a way. David Freeberg is doing double duty. I said duty. So he is involved in, of course, both of Jefferson Starship got reactivated like a few years back when Katner was alive. And Freeberg got Kantner's blessing and Grace Slicks. Now, Grace gets a small percentage, like a licensing fee, if you will. And so that's how Freeberg is able to perform. Freeberg technically is an original member of Jefferson Starship. he actually got started, if I remember correctly, on the Long John Silver album. That was the last Airplane in '72. He shows up on bass. And then you got 30 Seconds Over Winterland, which I've never heard that. That was a lot from the '72 live bit. Oh, look, and The Great Society. I had, oh, geez, did I have both of those volumes on Columbia? Of course, they said collector's items, which, of course, I don't know if the Great Society Columbia stuff, there was a first press or not, or did they just wait until Grace got big and then they said collector's items and roll it out? Because I know that for the 45s, so I'm going to be a slight smartass here, Rick, and it's not to you. What, no Moby Grape? I like Moby Grape. I have, I don't know where the fuck the vinyl went, but I have an original cover with the washboard where it's like this. I've got one of those, and I just need to find the damn record so I can pair it up again. I do have a couple, let's see, Hey Grandma in Omaha. I don't understand what Columbia's fucking problem was. Okay, they put out 5 or 7 different 45s. I think it was 5. It was 5 different 45s, and that was a record until Michael Jackson broke it in '83, '84 with that Thriller nonsense. What I mean by nonsense is 7 45s. Would have been cheaper for you to buy the album than the 7 45s. Yeah, Hey Grandma, I'm telling you. I love me some Moby Grape. I've got, what do I got? I've got Wow. Yeah, I got Wow. God, do I got anything else? I think I might have a best of on CD, you know. I got to be in the Peanut Gallery for Harry's music room video when he brought, oh my God, he lives near him too. Shit. Anyways, he said hi back to me, and I asked him kindly if there was a way I could get an autograph from him, because I just thought it was freaking awesome. But I need to get a hold of Harry again. I don't know. But, yeah, all kinds of goodies. I'm trying to think, though. Oh, so Freeburg's running that, right? And so if you go to see that Jefferson Starship lineup, you'll get him and Donnie Baldwin, which, of course, he drummed on a few Starship albums, too, after Ainsley Dunbar. There's a guy that doesn't get enough love as Ainsley. He was a fucking great drummer. He really, really was. He was in a lot of cool bands. I think that's mainly the big names for Jefferson, I think. And then he reactivated Quicksilver Messenger service. I don't know who was in there with him besides Freebird, but yeah, he reactivated that, I guess. I thought I heard they're working on a new album. That's going to be kind of strange, because isn't like half the people dead from that band? I don't know. Would like to carry on, but am getting a little loose and Chipper is settling. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, I'm about ready to get off of here in a minute. But I will tell you, I got some interesting concert announcements, which are pretty cool, in my opinion, anyway. I ended up talking to my executive producer, Donna Jo Catlady. She is the most awesome woman on the planet. And she just happens to be my Arkansas bestie. And she puts up with this guy. I don't know how. But we're going to see if the weather is okay on January 20th. But if you live in Oklahoma, okay, so if you live like in eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas, at Cherokee Casino in West Siloam Springs, Arkansas, Warrant will be there doing a free concert. That's right, you heard me, Warrant. Now, yes, I know Janny Lean's dead. You're getting 4 original members, though, okay? Everybody else but Janny. And Robert Mason is the singer, and he used to sing, I think he did 2 different stints in Lynch Mob. I think he was the original Lynch Mob singer, and then he came back again. So I think that's pretty damn cool, and I need to dig up some. I would love to find some Warrant vinyl, but I don't know if I'm going to get that lucky. I would like to find a vinyl copy of Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinkin' Rich. I would love to find a vinyl copy of that. But I do have a signed CD of Cherry Pie from that lineup. I just told you that was gifted to me earlier this year, actually, from my buddy Chase. He's an awesome dude. So Warrant, the last Warrant CD was actually 2017, but I'm hearing whispers that they're going to do another one maybe in 24, and that'd be just fine by me. Also, they announced a week or two ago in Fayetteville, Arkansas, so 2 towns down. So opener is Vandenberg. You remember Vandenberg? Yeah, you 80s hard rock hair metal people. Good old Burning Heart. This burning heart of mine. Anyways, yeah. So, but Vandenberg, all new band though, okay, because he got control of the name back. Because the rest of the band members, there was a big dicey issue in regards to getting that damn name back. That's why, for at least a couple of years, he was known as Vandenberg's Moon Kings. But he got the rights back, and so Vandenberg's got a new album, just came out. It's a goofy-looking cover, but it's his 5th album. He had Ronnie Romero, who, if I remember correctly, Ronnie was in one point or another in Rainbow, like a latter run of it, and another band, but I cannot remember who. But Romero's not there anymore. It's a guy that used to sing for Yngwie, is in there now, is singing for Vandenberg. So that could be quite interesting. Bob Marlette is producing, and he does a little bit of keyboard work. We've brought up Bob Marlette before on the 2WO Voyeurs review, which if you haven't seen that, Shoebox from Hell, go see that. Also, the Little River Band, Monsoon, that one is done very nicely too. And so, but so Vandenberg is opening for Jeff Tate of Queensryche. That's right, formerly of Queensryche, excuse me. And but the meet and greets are 100. All right, but I heard you do get a lot for the meet and greets, and part of it goes to charity. So I might plunk down $100 if I get tickets to the JJ's Live. So at least I could maybe, I could maybe meet Jeff Tate. That'd be cool. I wouldn't even have to be a Jeff City woman, and I wouldn't have to have a complex operation mind crime. I'm horrible. But at least I give him the warning. Yeah, I know that wasn't great. I don't really care. But, so maybe we'll get to see those. That would be nice. In May, I know it's a long way away from here, isn't it? Bruce Coburn's coming right here in this town. He will be 5 minutes away from me, and I need to get tickets, because how often are you going to get somebody of that caliber from Canada all the way to Rogers, Arkansas? I mean, come on. Good old Bruce Coburn. All right, everybody. You know what? We are going to end this now. I want to tell you, once again, guys, I love you people. We made it through another year. Knock on wood. We made it through another year, okay? Good, bad, indifferent. We got through it. Now, Psyko is wishing a 2024 an excellent one. I want 2024 to hopefully be the best for us. See, and I'm hoping to meet him too. I'll find out how. I got to get some Bruce Coburn vinyl. He just did a new album early in 2023. I didn't know that. So I may have to buy that too. Because I try to support the artists and get the newest release that they have. I don't just bring my handful of albums and go, pretty please. I always try to buy either a CD or a shirt or something, when I'm at a gig. That's just all. That's the proper thing to do. Unless the merch isn't that good looking. I have been to a couple concerts where the merch sucked. The two I can think of immediately, Quiet Riot and Steely Dan. Oh, God, was the merch sucked on that. And what was it? I remember with Steely that they were selling copies of Don Fagen's book signed, but it was ridiculously priced. Could have been a dirty work for all I know. You can't buy a thrill there. Oh, God. I'm almost ashamed for those Steely Dan puns. I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Oh, yeah. You know what, Terry? Thanks. Seriously, out of all honesty. We all need peace of mind and love. There's not enough love, ladies and gentlemen, because what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Okay, I know I'm not too young. Happy New Year. It's good so far, except the sirens here. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. The only sirens I want to hear is Rob Halford, Bruce Dickinson, and Jeff Tate. That's the only sirens I want to hear. Or some really hot sirens from the 50s or the 60s. Joan Collins was a decent one on Batman as the siren. Yes. You know, I like Joan Collins. I thought she was kind of hot back in the day. Bet your last money it's all going to be a stone gas hunt. I love that. I love that. That's Terry, you get points for that. All right, guys. Me and Charlie Brown here. We're gonna wish you a Happy New Year. What's that, Charlie? The world is filled with Mondays. Yeah, I know. And you know what? New Year's is on a Monday, Charlie. Aw, he's sad and no, don't kill yourself. Anyways, what? Snoopy? Okay, we'll talk about it later. All right. Take care. God bless. Rock on. Always part of the cup each and every time. I love you all. Happy New Year. Maybe broadcast Wednesday. Or Yippee App on Wednesday, maybe, if I got time. All right? That's your hint for you. All right, guys. Love you.